Hey guys, so today we're just gonna get into, quitting uni in my final year. This is a topic that I've been like, I don't really want to talk about because I didn't really want a lot of people to know before. I just thought it was quite embarrassing, and I was just like, I just tell people like I finished, even though there were never any graduation pictures of me. So I finally thought, you know what, it's time to suck it up. It's a decision I made, and it was a great decision because now I don't regret it, and I'm glad I did because, child, like, uni is a lot. And the funniest thing is that I actually have a video on my channel about how much I hate university, which I made like 3 years ago. But yeah, so today I'm just going to be getting ready, obviously doing my makeup whilst talking about my story and what happened, so I'm just going to do my eyebrows off the camera. Okay, so my brows are done. I'm just going to prime my face with that NYX primer that I always use. So yeah, basically I started uni like years ago, 2014, which is like 5 years ago now. And before coming to uni, like, it was like having a hard time at home. Like, my parents were really like overly protective, and it was just like really annoying because it was like, I'm the oldest girl, I have no brothers, so being an older sister is just like a lot of responsibility. You're actually a parent as well. I had to obviously be like the example to my younger sisters, not older. And uni was like the route that you're supposed to take. You're supposed to go to A levels, to GCSE, and then from A levels it's like no brainer, you gotta go uni. So obviously A levels didn't go according to plan, so I did like another year at college to like get into uni. I wanted to do media, and then my dad was just like, oh, I look crazy right now. But yeah, so my mom said that my dad was said to her when they were talking or whatever that he would be embarrassed or ashamed to tell other people or his friends or whatever that my daughter studies media at uni. Like, it was just not a good course to him. It didn't sound very intelligent, I guess. Yeah, so he just really didn't approve of my choice of course. So I had a talk with a few people, and then I remember one of my older cousins suggested I do international relations at uni, but I never studied it. I never studied like anything that related to it really, because like it's kind of like history, politics, kind of based subject, and like I just didn't study that at A level or like really enjoy it much in school, to be honest. So yes, spoke to one of my older cousins. She suggested international relations. I had a look at it. I thought, you know what, this sounds interesting, or it sounds like it will be a bit more, sound more intelligent to my dad. He will at least not be embarrassed to tell his friends or whatever I was studying. I was like that. I was really young, and you want to be yourself. Like, you want to do things that you want to do, and you're still finding yourself because you're young. You know what I mean? You don't really know much about yourself. You're just kind of going with the crowd. You just want what everybody else is doing, but you're still like finding yourself. So at that point I kind of was just like, I really wanted to impress my dad. I really wanted for him to be proud of me, because I didn't do well at my A levels and stuff. So I just was like, you know what, I need to like at least give him something. So then basically I went on to uni doing international relations, and I just wanted to get out of the house. I really just had enough of like being under my parents like thumb all the time. Like anywhere where you want to go, you just have to run it by them and who you're going with. And I was just like, I get it, but like honestly, can I breathe? Like, I always tried to be like a good child, like and it was always like, how come my parents like don't trust me? That's what it felt like. It's like, do they not trust that, you know, they've taught me well enough to know, you know, what's right from wrong? And, you know, I'm not saying like I knew everything and that they should not worry about me at all, but it's just, you know, sometimes it was just excessive. It was just like, even like church stuff, like you had to beg to go to even like the church friend's house or for a sleepover, and it was just like, ugh, I can't do that. Like, I really can't do it anymore. So I came to Nottingham Trent, had fun at uni, you know. It was just like, you know, you're free, you can come back to your house when you want, you can sleep as long as you want. I'm not saying you should be sleeping or whatever. I didn't enjoy my course in first year, and I kind of knew that towards the end, because at the start you see like you just like kind of putting your feet in the door, you're trying to understand like what's going on, you're just trying to figure out like what the actual course is really about. But I just was like, I'm not really interested in like politics like that. I really, you know, I don't care for it too much. It was like really hard for me to like read and all this, and I was just like, oh. But obviously it was combined with media, so I did media and international relations, and the media side, you know, was fine. I was like, you know what, this is fine, because, you know, I'd done media before, I enjoyed it, I was really into like the filming stuff, like editing and, you know, that stuff. So yeah, I obviously continued, really didn't like the course, and like I would even tell people, and then people on the course would just be like, you know, this is first year, just drop it. But because of the whole like palaver that went down with me even like getting to uni and stuff, I was just like, oh, you can't, like, you just can't disappoint them again. Like, you're an African like girl, like you can't quit. And I remember like when I watched back the video I did a while ago, like, go watch it. I mean you'll understand as to why it ended that way. And to be honest, at that point I should have just like nipped it in the bud, but, you know, I just said, oh, you know, I gotta carry on, because, you know, my parents, I can't disappoint them again, I need to just firm it. So I firmed it. Uni has its dramas, honestly. Like, aside from the fact that, you know, you're doing a degree, well, in my case, a degree that you don't even like, I just started like hating it, like, the more I went, and I was just like, I don't know how I'm gonna get to the end, but, you know, I'm gonna have to find the strength to get to the end of this degree somehow, but I just don't know how. So in my like second year, yeah, I was just like getting through it, and then towards the end of my second year, boy oh boy, the worst thing that could happen to anyone in life really happened. My best friend passed away. Like, I didn't expect it, because I mean, like, when she passed away, I knew that obviously she was in hospital, but, you know, I didn't expect her to die. Like, you never think, not that you never think, but, you know, there's certain things, like if someone is like not well with a certain condition or disease, you kind of know, you know, you gotta start preparing to say goodbye. But you pray, you hope like God like protects them or stops this from happening, but after a while you kind of just accept, like, you know what, it is what it is, let me just prepare myself to say goodbye to this person. But it wasn't like that, you know. It was just like she went in, you know, complaining of a headache, and some other things happened in the process, but it was like death was just not the thing that I had anticipated. I don't think anybody did, really. It happened so quick. Like, she just started complaining about headaches and stuff. 2 weeks, was it 2 weeks, or I don't think it was even 3 weeks, but yeah, 2 weeks later she was gone. And oh my gosh, I found out when I was at work. I used to work in retail and Foot Locker, and I remember I was in the stock room, and I was just like, I normally when because you wasn't allowed your phone at work, obviously. When I went in the stock room, that was like the time that I would check my phone, or like whatever. Or I'm not gonna check my phone because I'll see the time and I want time to go quick, so I'm not gonna be like on my phone. So for ages, for like a lot of the shift, I was just like not going on my phone. I was avoiding it. And then I don't know whether I want to say like, oh, something told me to, but something told me to, you know. Something just said, check your phone, girl, check your phone. So I went up, I'm in the stock room, meant to be getting someone's shoes. I'll take my phone out, and then like there's like heaps of messages, like my phone. I had missed calls. I had like people that I haven't spoke to like in forever, like, or people that I've never spoke to in my life messaging me like, oh, I hope you're okay, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, no. And you know, like, you just think like, don't be messaging me about that, because I knew in my head instantly like what this could be about, but I was just telling myself, no, it can't be. There's just no way. There is just no way. Like, there's just no way. Like, God, you can't do that to me, God. You can't do that. Yeah, so obviously in that moment, as I obviously took out my phone, I got a call from one of my close friends from Birmingham, and I answered because I'm just there like, okay, I don't know why. And he's just like, oh, like, Ropa, I don't even know what to say, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, oh, say what? Like, what is it that you want to say? Like, I already know what you're gonna say, but what is it? And he just said, it's Shanice, she's gone. And like, you know, when you're laughing because like, I don't even want to get emotional right now, but I don't even know I don't know what I felt. Honestly, I don't know how to describe how I felt. I kind of just didn't feel anything for like the first couple of seconds. And then like, I don't know how people do get ready with me, because I feel like I'm going to be here forever. And anyway, so I just was like, I don't know what I said, whether I said something, whether I hung up. I don't know what I did. I started crying like I've never cried in my whole life. Like, I couldn't even hold myself together. Like, I was hysterical. Like, I couldn't breathe. I just could not believe it. Like, I was thinking like, this isn't real life. Like, I'm dreaming. I'm gonna wake up, I'm dreaming. Like, this ain't real. But no, it was real. I called my mom, I'm telling her, and I'm crying my eyes out. And then obviously it was like towards the end of uni, so it was like literally like exam season, coursework season, everything was just due. People were like revising in the library. And I was just like, I don't know, like, uni, what, like, what's that? So I went in, and then I just spoke to someone, and I was just like my eyes were red because I cried all the way on the bus. I bet people like, I didn't even, not that I cared, but I was just like, at that point where I was so emotional that nothing else existed around me. I couldn't see no one, so even if I looked hideous, my eyes were red, poofy, my lips, my nose was running, like all sorts. I was just looking like a hot mess, but I didn't care, because like in that moment, like nothing existed except me and my freaking emotions and tears and misery. I told uni what happened, and then they just told me like, you know what, like, just go, take all the time you need, don't worry, we'll sort something out. Where was I feel like this story is about uni, but it's ended up being a story about losing my friend. But anyway, uni said, cool, go home, and you know, we'll sort out whatever needs to be sorted out another time. And I went home, and I just cried for days on end. And like, thank God for my little sister, honestly. Like, thank God for that baby, because she was a baby at that point. How old was she? I think she wasn't even 1 yet. She was reaching 1. But was she born already? Yeah, she was. She was born in 2014, and she died in 2016. Yeah, so she was 1 and a bit, and she's like the only person I could really tolerate. like everything, just, I didn't want to talk to anyone, I didn't want to see anybody, I didn't want to do anything. I was just so upset, like I was just depressed. Yeah, so it obviously that happened, and then I was already like not in love with uni, so I just was like, yeah, I'm gonna just leave it out, like I can't do it anymore. But you know, Shanice passed away at a point in life where she was literally about to graduate. She was in the final year, and then I was just like, you know what, no, I must do it for my sis. Like, she went to uni before me. It was in the same year, but yeah, like I told you, I did another year in college. So I thought, let me do it for me and my sis. You know, she didn't make it down at that graduation stage. I want to do it. She still got her certificate. Her parents, her family went to get it for her, which was really cute. And you know, you're just proud, even though she's not with us anymore. You know, she's proud of her. She did that, like, she worked for it. Yeah, so I just took some time out, but I didn't take a year out. So I went back in September, which probably was not the smartest of things to do, but that second year became a year where I was like, all right, cool, I'm gonna go and finish off the modules that I didn't finish in the previous year. So, you know, my timetable was very like easy. I didn't really have much to do, but it was just like, I just did not enjoy it. Like, the more I was just, you know, trying to force it, the more I was just hating it more, you know. So I was just like, okay, but I was just like, I gotta keep going. I just kept telling myself, I gotta keep going. And, you know, then other things happened. Like, there's a lot of things I learned, you know, from losing my friend. But yeah, I got to the point where I was just like, I got into my final year, and I was just like messing around, really. Like, I wasn't serious. I wasn't a serious candidate, and I just kind of was just like, I'm not bothered anymore. Like, I just don't care. Yeah, I just stopped bothering, really. I wasn't really doing my work. I was in uni, but I wasn't really like doing anything in uni. Like, I was trying here and there to like get on with the work, but then it's just like the motivation was just non-existent. Like, I just lost it. And even the whole, you know, before, and I would be able to tell myself, like, you know, you're doing this for Shan, and, you know, I just was like, I don't think Shan would want me to do something that I hate, like, for her sake, you know. I don't know, like, yeah, I was in my final year, but I was not really in my final year. Do you know what I mean? I didn't do much, and to be honest, it was really stupid of me. So, like, you don't need to tell me, I already know, because I wasted a lot of time. That I know for sure. I wasted money, like that student loan. I didn't really need to take all them loans. But, you know, like, I was just, I don't know what I was thinking. I don't have an excuse, to be honest. That was just me making bad decisions in life. I remember when my dad, like, when I started my final year again, and he was like, oh, I hope you're doing your work, and like you're getting on with it, because if I hear that you've not got through this year again, you know, I'm gonna be furious. And I was just there, like, I was just like trying to figure out, like, you know what, okay, I need to quit this, but I need to know, like, what to say, what to do, like, what I'm gonna do, like, afterwards, you know, because you know, you can't just be quitting and then you're sitting on your backside, like, doing nothing. So I was there trying to, like, come up with a plan, come up with what do I do. And then, like, I was just worried. I was so worried about what people are gonna say. Like, I have so much family. I have cousins that were, like, younger than me, well, obviously they are younger than me, that were in uni doing their thing and, like, working hard, getting their degrees, graduating, and there was just me, like, you know, not graduating. So I was just, like, embarrassed, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, I'm gonna be the topic, because my family has, like, we have this thing where we're always meeting with, like, our other family and stuff, to keep the family together. And so I was just, I'm gonna be the topic at these family functions. Everyone's gonna be talking about how much of a failure I am and blah blah blah. I was just like, oh, I just had to, like, brace myself for it. And then I just thought, you know what, no, like, I've actually, like, I was mentally ill, guys. Like, I was not correct in the head no more. Like, I was just so different, like, to the person. I was always angry. I used to get irritated all the time about stuff. I didn't enjoy life. I was just miserable all the time. And, you know, like, God, I did not know who God was. I was just like, church, what's that? Like, I don't go there. And, like, that's really, like, not me, because I was born going to church, you know, like, I was raised in the church and whatnot. Yeah, so the one thing that obviously was so drastic was my weight loss. Like, I used to be like thick and skank. I feel I still am, because obviously, like, yeah, this is just my body type. I've always been born like this. But I dropped 2 dress sizes. Was it 2? From size 14 to size 10. I dropped that weight in a matter of months. This was in the final year, and I was just like, it wasn't healthy. Like, it was not healthy at all. Yeah, so obviously when I lost weight, everybody was asking me like, oh my gosh, like, what did you do? Give me your tips. And I was like, I was sick. Like, literally, I had no advice to give nobody, because the way I lost weight was not healthy. So yeah, I just decided it is time to put me first. Okay, like, I've just been trying for so long to do things for everybody else. Get into like situations or disagreements with like my parents. I'll be like, this is like, as much as I love you as my parents, you know, this is about me. Like, I'm gonna have to work that job when I'm older. Like, you're not gonna be coming to work with me. You're not gonna be the one, like, if I can't be asked to do this or do that, you're not doing it for me. Like, I have to ask myself to do it. So I was just like, yeah, it's really time to just like prioritize like my health, my feelings. I spoke to like a few people, like people that had obviously like kind of gone through a similar situation or whatever, and you know, I was just like, yeah, I just gotta do it, as hard as it is, you know. I just gotta leave it. Like, to be honest, when I did leave it, I didn't really like tell my parents. I kind of just like started like ignoring everyone. Wouldn't respond to no calls. When people tried to ring me, I wouldn't answer, like, especially one. Yeah, because I was just scared. I was thinking like, oh my gosh, like, what are they gonna say? What are they gonna do? Like, I'm just gonna be disowned. I'm gonna be disowned by my family because I'm just a failure. Like, all those things were just going through my head. So I was just like, I just stopped. And then like, my dad's the one that messaged me, and he was like, listen, I think he kind of just, he just knew like what was happening. And then he was just like, I need, like, just come home, like, whatever's happened, we'll talk about it. It's not the end of the world, you know, just, you know, we still love, well, he said he still loved me. I'm not going to say we. It's him and my mom, because my mom was not on the same page. But yeah, he just was like, just come home. So I just cried my eyes out, and then I was like, yeah, let me just go home. Now that he's giving me that green light to be like, we ain't gonna kill ya, I'm gonna come home. Yeah, so I went home, and it was just really emotional, because like the first couple of days, it's like just awkwardness in the house. Like, nobody, I didn't like walk in the house and then we talked about it. It was just like, yeah, let's just pretend like nothing's wrong at the moment. Well, that's what I was doing anyway. I was just like, I'm not gonna bring it up until you bring it up. So I'll do my wing line first. You know, I love a wing. I just love a wing. No. You know what? No, I'm not doing a wing today. It's not every day. And I actually cannot be bothered, because I'm not good at like doing the wing. Like, you know, when people just, and then it's just done. Like, no, it takes time for me. Yeah, so my dad, you know, me dad, he loves a good job. Me dad does. He broke the ice and he said, no, we need to talk about this. And my heart literally was like in my bottom. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was just like, I was shook. I was scared. I don't know how the conversation was gonna go, but I just had it with my dad. You know, didn't talk to my mom. And I can't really remember how the conversation went, but it didn't go as badly as I thought it was gonna go. Obviously he was disappointed. Not that I expected anything less. I was disappointed in myself really as well, but more so in the fact that I had like put up with it for so long, because I was like, well, you could have been like quit this long time and done something else that was more productive. Like, you know, why is it taking you so long to just let it go? So that's what I was like disappointed in myself in. But yeah, then we just spoke it out. He gave me some advice as to like how to move forward, you know, like just forget it. It was like, just forget this. You tried. It clearly wasn't meant for you. And I was like, it wasn't. Thank you for understanding. And then he was like, yeah, you know, you just got to move on and we got to do something else and whatever. And obviously we were all kind of like, I was obviously embarrassed, he was kind of embarrassed, and you know, I understood, like whatever, like all our other family, all of my other cousins, you know, their families were going to their graduation celebrating, and you know, my family wasn't. So they were like, okay, so if people ask, you know, because people at church and people at here are gonna ask, we just say like, yeah, you finished, you know, we don't need to go into the details. But you know, people are nosy, no offense, but people ask, you know, like, and it's, you know, it's only right. People, I ask whenever I see people, I'm like, oh, you're at uni, what are you studying? Well, how's it going? Are you enjoying it? So it was expected, but you know, sometimes you're just like, oh, I don't think what to ask. I'm like, oh, just mind your business. And, you know, it's like, yo, you just don't want to say that, but it's just like, yeah. So obviously there are some people that are probably gonna watch this and be like, oh damn, like sis, you quit? Because I did tell them like, yeah, I finished. But you know, I never used to sit there and be like, yeah, I graduated. I just would be like, oh yeah, I finished, like just so that we can move on. And I would try and be as vague as possible, because you know, I did finish, like I was finished with it. I didn't finish the course, but I finished. It nearly finished me, to be honest. Let's just no, after I made the decision and then I realized like, oh my gosh, like this was really a good decision. I'm so happy I did this. I just stopped feeling so embarrassed, because I was like, listen, it's not meant for you. Like not everything that's for everybody else is meant for you. You tried and it's fine. Like either way, uni is hard. You know what I mean? People will feel like they want to quit, but at least if you're doing something, you know, I like this is worth it, I want to do something with this at the end, like, you know, this is the job I want, and for me to get that job I need to do this degree, then you know, that's what you can push with. You can motivate yourself with that. You can get past it, or then sleep or something. But you know, when you're just like, I don't want to work in this area, I don't want this, like I just didn't want anything to do with a degree. I was just like, what is the point? What is the point? There is no point. That's literally the moral of this story. If you love something, do it. Like, you know what I mean? Because nothing in this life is easy. But one thing that I have learned in life in the past few years is that, and say it with me everybody, your mental health goes over everything. Like, I'm never gonna put anybody else's feelings, anybody else's thoughts or judgments or whatever before my mental health. Like, no, things happen for a reason. So this happened for a reason, to teach me a lesson. So I mean, really and truly, a lot of things could have been avoided. Like a lot of decisions I made, you know, I could have made other decisions that were smarter. But I am where I am today. I'm happy. I am now actually doing a digital marketing course. It's an online course. I just can't be dealing with classrooms right now. Like, I just need a break. I like the online course because, you know, you study at my own pace. If I miss a class, I can catch up whenever I want to catch up. It's something I'm actually interested in. So I think I just want people, anybody that's watching this video, like, you know, whether you're in uni or whether you're at a point in your life, you know, when you just really don't want to do something, like, apart from work, because working, that's part of life. I am so sorry about that. But yeah, but if it's something that you hate and you can like have other means to change your career or whatever, then do it. If you're in your first year of university and then, you know, you're like me, you're out here making videos about how much you hate uni, just quit. Like, do something else. And I'm not encouraging quitting, but I just feel like, you know, like I said, if it's something worthwhile, like, you know, I need to do this course to get to where I want to get to, then by all means, like, you need to stick that out. But I'm just saying, like, you know, you're not doing it for yourself. You're not doing it because, oh, you want to get a job in this area, or, you know, if you're just not doing it for you, then don't do it. That's my point. You know, if you're in uni because, you know, you wanted to get away from the parents, then just stop it. Just, you know, you need to actually be doing something that makes you happy, that's going to get you where you want to get to in life. I'm so much happier. I'm like, you know, not obviously losing any more weight, which I mean would be good right now because I've put some on. But yeah, I mean, like, everyone that's like, you know, done uni and gotten to the end, like, kudos to you, man, because that stuff is hard. Like, part of me used to like always be like, oh, you should have just like done it, Ropa. You should have just filmed it. Like, you know, like everybody else did it. You know, I was seeing like everyone like graduate and stuff, and I was just like, at some point, you know, I did feel quite crap about myself. Like, oh, yeah, but you know, that's their life, not mine. I'm super like happy for everybody that did do it and finish. That is a massive accomplishment. I'm just proud of myself now for, you know, putting myself first. I'm trying to work on obviously doing what I love as like a career. So yeah, I just want to give some advice out there to anybody that needs it. Yeah, just do what you love, do what makes you feel good. You actually cannot please anyone on this earth, like, and you're not on this earth to please anyone. You're here to please God. Yeah. And you know, there are things like, you know, obeying your parents is a way, you know, to please God. But for me, like, it was, I don't know, like for my parents, I think a lot of the time it was kind of like me not doing what they wanted me to do was me disobeying them, which wasn't the case. Like, it was just like, that's not me, you know. I don't want to do that. Like, if you take anything from this, just take that you need to do what makes you happy. Because at the end of the day, it's your life and you're going to have to deal with all the stresses that come with the decisions you're making, you know. Like, life is already hard, guys, you know. Like, don't make it harder for yourself, you know. Let's just not be so hard on ourselves in life, and, you know, just take certain L's as lessons. Not everything's got to be a loss, you know. Sometimes it's just a big lesson. And you know, you learn the lessons at the right time. It happened when it was supposed to happen. You know, I'm the person that I am right now, the happy person that I am right now, because of the decision that I made at the time that I made it. I'm not happy with where I am in life. I'm not saying like, oh, I'm so happy, like everything that I want I have. I don't like know any, but I am now working on those things, and I'm going in that direction, which is what is important. It makes, you know, all the hard times that you'll go through, like, not saying all the hard times because it's not always going to be hard, but when you do go through the hard times, it just makes it worthwhile more, because, you know, this is something that you're passionate about, and your family, your parents, your friends, whoever really care about you, they are going to love you regardless. And, you know, as much as, you know, you want to make them proud, like, make them proud by doing what you know, you love, what you're good at. Like, be good in that, like, succeed in that, and they'll be proud either way, regardless, you know what I mean? Right now, it's like, I'm doing me proud, you know? It's about me. So, anyway, I'm going to do any finishing touches, my lips, and then I'll be back just to close off the video. But yeah, so that's what happened. I forced uni for a very long time, got into my final year, but I was coasting, like, you know. So this is the final look, and I hope you guys enjoyed my little talking video about why I quit university in my final year. I hope you got something from this video, and to those who do know me and are watching this video and didn't know, yes, that's what happened. And if you asked me and I said I finished, then I'm sorry I lied to you. But yeah, I just didn't want to get into it. Like, so now I just got into it so that everybody just knows. You don't have to ask me. I'll just be like, go watch my YouTube video, because I just get that. be bothered to explain it. Watch out for my next video. Please subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications, follow me on the socials, watch my other videos. I don't know, go back 3 years ago and watch my I hate university or university's not for everyone video. Yeah, just join the family, you know, just come and be my friend. I need some friends, like come be my friend, okay? Yeah, so I'll see you guys in my next video, and yeah.